40 years since the first moon landing, but now a new facility in the Karoo will help to send the first woman and person of color to the moon. The South African National Space Agency has teamed up with NASA to build a communications facility in Matjiesfontein. To tell us more about this project, we're joined by Gladys Magagula, who is the project manager for SANSA. Gladys, thank you for making time for us. How big a deal is this, having the first woman and person of color on the moon?
Good afternoon, Clement, and good afternoon to the viewers at home. Clement, this is a big deal, not only because a woman of color is going to the moon, but a woman, I guess the world is now recognizing the importance of women and our contribution basically in the space race and in technology in general.
Yeah. You have teamed up with NASA. What role will you be playing?
As South Africa, basically, we are hosting one of the lunar exploration ground station, which is called the LEGS. So we are number 2 of the LEGS program. The first one is in America, and then we are hosting the second one, and then there is a third one. So we are hosting the station in order to contribute to the visibility to the moon, because there is no way they can, especially with manned spacecrafts, they can't just send it without being able to see the whole way up to the moon. So NASA alone, they can't do it from the station in America, so they need as many ground stations as possible in order to be able to make sure that there's constant contact with the spacecraft and also to be able to get the data down ultimately.
Yeah. So when is construction expected to begin on this communications facility, and how is that going to broadly assist?
Okay, we are still basically in the early stages of the project, so currently we're still engaging with the various authorities to get the respective permits. We are engaging with the likes of Lensburg municipality, being the municipality under which Matjiesfontein falls. And also we'll be soon going on tender for just design of the project. So we're looking to start designing before the end of this year, and probably construction some early next year or towards the second quarter of next year.
Yeah.
The project itself is going to contribute to our, putting South Africa on the map, but also creating jobs, not only for the construction guys, but for the community of Matjiesfontein as well, because it is quite a rural community, and currently there aren't any facilities around where even people from there who can go and study can work, and especially technology related facilities. So the Matjiesfontein, this project, the LEGS project, or the NASA MTJ as we call it, because a number of people can't pronounce Matjiesfontein. Some of them say Matjiesfontein. So we coined an acronym that we just call it MTJ, just to make it easy for everyone. So it will indeed, and also with the service encouragement for the kids that are still going to school, to say that they can be able to work at such a facility that is now closer to home, and also contribute to space or science and technology tourism in the area. Yeah,
that's incredible. So there's been a concern that the SpaceX's Starship vehicle won't be ready in time. Is that a valid concern?
Well, unfortunately, that is above my my control or any involvement. But yes, it probably is a concern for NASA themselves, because they budget and they plan for this program. So with any project, if there's certain aspects of a project that aren't ready when they're supposed to, it basically delays the whole project. So I guess it is a big concern that we can build all the ground stations and be ready, but if they can't send the people to the moon, then we'll unfortunately have to wait up until that shuttle is ready. Because we need to make sure that, especially since it's a manned mission, we need to make sure that it's ready, it's safe, in order to make sure that the people can go and come back safely.
Yeah. What makes this location the best for this kind of infrastructure? When you look at the weather, the existing infrastructure, what makes MTJ the ideal location for this?
Okay, the area in MTJ, I can do a quick comparison to us here in our station that is in Hartbeespoort. We get a lot of rain, especially in the summertime. And then the area in MTJ, the amount of rainfall or cloud cover as compared to the other areas in the country is quite low, or it's sort of the same throughout the year, such that you can be able to predict and work around it. Whereas, even MTJ compared to Cape Town itself is quite a better place in the form of, and also it is a radio quiet zone, such that there aren't many developments which will contribute to interference with the ground station. So it is quite ideal for that.
All right. Gladys Magagula, the project manager for SANSA, thank you so much for joining us. And good luck with this incredible project.